True Self, Part 1. Welcome to True Self. I'm Michael J., and today we're going to explore one of the most fundamental questions you can ask yourself. Who am I? Really? Most of us spend our entire lives identifying with something that isn't actually us at all. We call this the self, but it's more accurately described as the ego-mind complex. And there's a profound difference between this constructed self, which is a construct, and what we might call the true self. So the self, right here, the self. The ego-mind complex, which I refer to as the mind illusory complex. So let's start with what most people think of as me. This is the self with the lowercase s, the ego-mind complex. This is the voice in your head right now, the monkey mind, listening to these words, forming opinions, making judgment. The ego-mind complex is like a radio that never stops broadcasting. Some people refer to it as the monkey mind. It tells you stories about who you are based on your past experiences, your traumas, your achievements, your failures, and just questions you as to the validity to your intentions. It's constantly comparing, competing, defending, and seeking validation. So I'll give you an example of a construct. So you read something somewhere, you listen to a video, and somebody says, well, 11:11 means your angels are thinking this, that, and this. Well, that's not necessarily a truth. It's an ingested truth based on what somebody has sent to you. So therefore, you take it in, and you validate it to give existence to your life, to give purpose to your life. You're always trying to give purpose to your life. You didn't come here with a purpose other than the fact to experience life to the best you can, to be a compassionate, benevolent, uplifting, progressive, abundant life. Enjoy life. And that's really what the experience is supposed to be. So the ego mind creates an identity, a character you play in the world, your avatar. You are the avatar. It's been created for you. You got a birth certificate. They gave you a name. Your parents, society, where you live, culture, religion, all is creating that avatar. And here's the thing. It's not real. It's a construct, an illusion, a necessary function for navigating physical reality. But the thing is, you start buying into it. But that is not the essence of who you truly are. That is the self, or this is a self that suffers because it's always grasping, always resisting, always trying to prove something. The true self is that silence before your first thought. And that's going to be hard for you to wrap your head around. So let's move down to the real true self, which is the heart center. Some refer to it as your heart chakra and part of the system of the astral body of the human being and the human experience. So now let's talk about the true self, which we'll refer to as the capital S. It's still a construct because self and true self are really simple. It's the difference between I am or just am. And it's really as simple as that. So for our purposes today, we'll explore this through the lens of the heart chakra, the energetic center of your being. Close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, but just relax your body. Not limp like a noodle, but structurally aligned, relaxed, chin just slightly down, eyes closed, eyes straight ahead, looking at one point, say 6 feet in front of you, but diffuse your concentration. Don't be focusing just on a little dot. So take a deep breath. Breathe in through the nose. Fill up the abdomen and then exhale, but do not force anything. But go at your own pace. This is not anything I'm suggesting medically or whatever. You're concerned about anything, always seek the advice of a doctor, because I'm not a doctor. So now instead of listening to the thoughts in your head, drop your awareness down into your heart center, into your heart space. What do you find there? The true self doesn't speak in words. It speaks in feelings and knowing and presence. It doesn't judge or compare. It simply is. But I will tell you, based on experience, it will talk to you, very clear. It's up to you to recognize the messages. So this is the part of you that existed before you learned your name, before you were told who you should be or who you are, before you accumulated all these stories about yourself. It's a lot of backpacks to be carrying. Right, Cornelius? So this is the awareness that watches the thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. The true self is pure consciousness, aware and awake, unconditional love and acceptance, connected to everything and everyone, peaceful even in chaos, timeless, not bound by past or future. So therefore, to give you a perspective, I'm more than anything I will ever be and came before I was. So, just to give you an idea. So timeless, not bound by past or future. When you're operating from your true self, the M, you're not trying to be anyone. You're not defending a position. You're not seeking approval. You simply are present, open, and authentic. The heart center knows truth without thinking about it. It feels compassion without effort. It exists in a state of neutral peace, or natural peace, but neutral and natural, that the mind can never manufacture. You can't force it. I'll give you a little bit of an example of how to approach things. You're going to have all sorts of thoughts in your mind. Make it hard to sleep at night. Sometimes happens during the day. The trick is not to attach to those thoughts. Just let them go. More will come. You cannot clear the dust off the mantelpiece unless you just be. So just be present. Let those thoughts rise. Let them go. More will come. Let them go. So don't attach. Don't create expectations. Everything will evolve in its own time, within space-time versus time-space. I hope space memory, if that helps make you understand better. So here's the key distinction. The ego-mind complex asks, what do I think about this? How does this affect me? What should I do to protect myself or get ahead? The true self experiences, what is this moment? What does love call for right now? What is authentically true for me? You have to ask the right questions. One is fearful and separated. The other is loving and connected. One lives in your head. The other lives in your heart. One is a mask you wear. The other is who you always have been. The journey we're on together in this channel is about recognizing this difference in your own experience. There's 8 to 10 billion people in this world, and just think of it as one big pie or one big cake. But you are a divine expression of the whole. So stop trying to be like somebody else. Go within, learn to be who you are or who you really are. Takes a long time. Maybe takes no time. It can happen just like that, or it can take lifetimes. So it's about learning. Well, let's make another thing first clear. It's not about trying to intelligize the experience. You go that route, you're just going to keep going down rabbit holes. It's experience-based, and that's the way you have to approach it. It's about learning to shift your identity from the illusory self of the ego mind to the authentic reality of your true self, the M. So in our next video, we'll explore practical ways to make this shift in your daily life. Until then, I invite you to just simply notice. Are you living from your head or from your heart? And it's just a matter of awareness. Are you listening to the stories of your ego, or are you resting in the presence of your true self? So thank you for being here. Thank you for spending the time to seek truth, your own truth, and this is true self. So let go of the who is me, start living the who is in me. What you seek is not outside yourself, it's really inside yourself. But question, pay attention, and be consciously aware of all that you watch, everything, the spoken word, everything that goes on. And we'll explain in more detail how that works. So thanks for watching. Stay safe. Love and peace to everyone. Take care. Ciao for now.